Hello, Chris and Melissa.
Hi.
Welcome and
Hey,
greetings
Bonnie,
from
how's it going?
Toronto.
Where are you?
I'm in Toronto.
Oh, hello, Toronto. I spent half of my year there this year.
I know, but you didn't call me, and I'm very upset about that. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So I need to proclaim that the two of you need to do all of your films together from here on in.
Okay. Hard sell, but yeah, sure.
Chris, because the two of you are so fantastic in this together. And I would think that because of your relationship, your past films that you've done together, you had that comfort zone. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I think when we've hung out a few times, we feel comfortable in each other's company. And that's as lovely and everything as that is, it's also really useful to the work, where it's like we're just going to transplant these people and just believe that they've been together for a long time. I think it's useful to feel like you have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And Melissa, for you to work with Chris, having that comfort, but playing these characters, it's heartbreaking to watch, yet it's so inspirational. And I understand that the roles were reversed. It was supposed to be the other way around. So was that the big draw for you to take this on?
No, that wasn't the gender switch was not the draw, because I think either way, it's a beautiful story. It was beautiful the original way Matt wrote it. I give a lot of credit to Ted for switching it, just for the simple fact of, for him, he said it was more true. Mm-hmm. He said it's truer for me to have the woman keep it together and plug through. He's got 2 daughters, a great wife. He was raised by a single mother. And I love that you showed the man's part, that he everybody wants to show everybody's so macho and just emotionless. And none of the men in my life are like that. I mean, so I thought it was brilliant both ways, because I think the work Chris did playing Jack was so beautiful. And I think we need to see that. People need to see real people and different versions of men and women in films. So I was all for it.
Yeah, 100%. I so agree with you. But Chris, what I love a lot about this is that it's not just straight sadness. There's a lot of sadness, but there's a lot of comedy and little bits to break it up as well, which is really, that is life, my friends. Life is messy, but this is real. Was that important? Was that important to you? And how do you keep that balance,
Well, honestly, Bonnie, that is the trickiest part, I suppose, to try and, like you say, to keep it real is to know that people make laughs at funerals, and that in your worst moments that there is still going to be some ridiculous joke, because it's your common grammar. In a relationship, it's probably what brought them together. That doesn't just disappear. Yeah. It's, if they were both into golf, there'd be scenes with them golfing to show that they're back together. So it is. Golf is such a strange example for that, because I'm suddenly imagining now like a scene where they're playing golf. It would seem so incongruous with the rest of the film, this kind of wide open space. But anyway, and then of course the ball would hit the fucking Starling. But I mean,
a long time. Yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, that is the truth of it in tragedy. To tell a tiny little story, I haven't actually said this before, but my aunt died a couple of years ago, and one of the strangest moments from it was, very sad, gorgeous woman. But I remember being at the funeral home, and it was an open casket. And my sister wasn't happy with the way that my aunt had been done up by the kind of older thing. So I walked in, didn't realize she was going to be there, and she was doing her makeup and her hair. I'm like, God, this is such a strange thing, but what a fucking beautiful thing. It's truly intimate. We talk about intimacy, and really what we mean is like other pals or whatever. That's an intimate moment, and it has kind of levity in it of like, that's actually how life is, isn't it?
Yes, really quick, I have to wrap it. Melissa, I have to ask you, because I have a woodpecker that pecks at my door every freaking day. Have you ever had a bird that's actually come at you?
We had not that's come at me. We had a bird, the first house Ben and I lived in, we had a bird that at 4:30 every morning would start this crazy screech. Like it didn't sound like the other birds. Its feathers were all like wackadoo. And we would go out and like, so we would be out in the backyard like lunatics, like trying to shoo it away because somehow it had found its perch. So I was like, wait, this is now in our lives every single day. Our neighbors probably think we're nuts. But yeah, we were out just like, doing this up to like the telephone poles. We're like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I know. We get crazy, right? But anyway, thank you so much for your time. And thank you for this absolutely beautiful movie. And again, do all your movies together. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie.
Thanks so
Love to
much.
Trash Pandas.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.